Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I have decided to record on the way home, and if you can hear any clink 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 sound, is my water bottle that's strapped to my fanny pack. I think it's made of tin or aluminum or steel. I don't know what the thing, but it's some sort of can material. Right. So I did listen to what I recorded earlier, which you should have seen yesterday because I would have posted it yesterday. And I realized that the reason why I was feeling so tired, my extra tired, was because my bra was on too tight. And so I have adjusted it. I've adjusted the bra and I feel better. I can breathe. And also, whenever my bra starts to annoy me at the normal tightness I have it, then that tells me that the chest is getting fatter. So, because I sat down where the bird houses were, I chose to watch what I recorded, and I was like, okay, this is this is pathetic. So, first of all, I always describe myself like when I get certain hairstyles. So my face, the way it's set up, I have a big face here and I've got a small area where there's hair. So whenever I get my hair done like this, there's no massive hair. In my mind, I look like a hairy egg. Like, imagine an egg that you draw a face on like Humpty Dumpty, and then you now stick extensions on it with glue or something. Hiya. That's what I think I look like. Oh gosh, what is this thing? That's what I think I look like. Some sort of hairy egg. Anyway, also, I told my hair lady to leave me edges alone because postnatal hair loss is real. When I had my son, I ended up having to shave my whole head out of frustration because the hair loss was so bad that my forehead went back to here. So I had a 5 head. And I remember the girl that came to do my hair at home, and I told her I just wanted it all back, like I didn't want any parts. she goes, Auntie, are you sure? I said, why? Of course. She goes, Auntie, I think you should do like side parting, to cover the face more. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, let me see. So I took a picture. I looked at it, and I was getting my hair done for my son's 40 days party, because we didn't do a naming ceremony party. Oh God, bloody pigeon. And as soon as I took the picture and I looked at it, I burst into tears. I still have that picture, and I'm literally like this, like my hairline started from here. I was so upset. But also I was hormonal. My boobs were massive and full. Oh, anyway, I'll talk about motherhood some other time. Motherhood when you have no idea what you're doing and nobody tells you what is going on or what to expect. All they tell you is, you won't sleep again. That's what they tell you. They don't really give you any other practical advice. Anyway, so after watching back where I recorded before, and that small exercise I did to walk where I went to means that I feel better already. This is the thing. I always say, like, being out in nature and getting fresh air is so essential for your mood and your general well-being or whatever. Because already I feel so much better. And even my arm doesn't feel as as heavy as it did before when I was going. So it's almost like me walking there was a warm up, and then now, you know, this is my view. I love this space, so nice and quiet. So I was I was reading. So I subscribed to Women's Health magazine, subscribed to them for years, and then I cancelled the subscription maybe last year. I subscribed to Women's Health, Good Housekeeping, and Stylist magazines, and also Woman Alive by Premier Christian Radio. Anyway, I cancelled all of them because I have piles and piles and piles of magazines I've not read, but also money. So I cancelled it when I was, you know, when you do like a proper deep dive into your finances, like, okay, where's my money going? You know, so I cancelled them all. And I'm like, until I finish reading everything. And then when I want to read the magazine, I'll physically go and buy it. No subscription, coco. Again. Anyway, so the Women's Health one I'm reading at the minute, I think it's from January 2024. It's a January 2024 edition. So it's talking about you know, resolutions and all that stuff. But I liked how he's doing it in a different way. It's not talking about resolutions in the way people go on and on about it. It's like in a more, okay, look, you can start a new resolution on a Wednesday. You can start it whenever you feel like. It's in the middle of the year. It doesn't have to be New Year, New You, which I hate, by the way. And also, me personally, I don't do New Year's resolutions because, because my birthday is on New Year's Day anyway. So I'm not trying to start anything on my birthday. So I tend to start my whatever planning for the next year. I start it from like the September or October before, like a new school year. That's how I look at it. I need to sit down again. Ooh, that was a power walk that I just did. I'm not even wearing my walking shoes. So in the magazine where I've got to yesterday, there's a 28-day challenge. I don't think they call it a challenge. It's like a 28-day kickstart to working out. And obviously Women's Health is done by, you know, professional bodybuilders, professional personal trainers, so they know what they're talking about. And because it's geared towards women specifically, it's very different. Look at that beautiful sunset. So I was looking at it, and I think apart from something called plates, I've got all the equipment. Because I remember I ordered kettlebells the other day. When I said the other day, it's probably sometime last year. They came and they're still in the nylon. As in, they're still in the cellophane wrapper, in the plastic it came in. Because I mean, I literally see them every day in my living room. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna start that on Monday. And I just decided that in the last 20 minutes or so. Oh, I'm near the party central. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, because I know for a fact that I have more energy overall when I work out. Oh my goodness, this is not my usual bench, but I don't want to sit here. Oh, let me just sit here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Ooh. Right. Okay, it's definitely a house party with noise, as in people egging each other on to dance. Right, this is my view. And the party is coming from over there. It has to be a black people party because that noise is... and the music. Okay. Don't even know if this is cigarette ash or bird poo or both. Anyway, God, Kai. And I bought selfie stick. So yeah, I'm going to start that on Monday, the 28-day thing. And what else am I gonna do? So yeah, that's gonna definitely fit into my physical well-being cup. If you remember, I have my 5 cups. So the first one being spiritual and mental health, which I messed up yesterday. But the main thing is I get a lot of strength from the way Daily Audio Bible is set up, because they do I hope this music is not too loud for y'all and you can still hear me. If you can't hear me, I can speak louder, or you people can just loud your phones, please, to hear me. But I'm really enjoying the fresh air, and the sunset is just so beautiful. Like, beautiful sunset. Someone's left their hat here. So yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do the spiritual and mental health well-being. That one is done. I take things from, or rather teachings from Old Testament, New Testament, Psalms and Proverbs. The one I listened to today being Saturday, I can't remember what date I was listening to because I'm a bit behind. It was talking about how music is essential for emotional regulation, which I completely 100% agree with, because that's how I tend to get solace from almost anything. In fact, music also is sometimes how I get advice to give people that, that have trusted me to listen to them and maybe want, just something to hold on to. So my physical well-being one would be doing this 28-day thing. In addition, I've also committed to, because I did commit to this with my business mentor, because we did go over my 5 cups. So it is walking every day, and I think I said doing weight training 3 times a week, and I think dance exercise or something like that. So, but I need to flesh it out properly. I've got homework to do on that. My financial freedom cup is work in progress. I'm applying for work, and I've been very specific on what I want, the salary I want and stuff like that. But also, if I go contract, I know before I said I wanted to choose contracting and interim roles, but at the moment, whichever one, I'll take it. I'm not too bothered. And also, when you have kids, you can't. I mean, my husband is kind of like an interim contractor person, and I just like having that stability, for at least one of us to be in permanent work. So, and I think for me, it would be me, because I'd want to have that extra flexibility of, okay, I need to take a day off to do this or do that, for the kids or whatever. So, but yeah, so I'm not bothered if it's permanent or interim roles. And then obviously with the business idea I'm working on, finally, that would bring in abundance, as my business mentor said. My portfolio career obviously is also in conjunction with the financial freedom cup, because I want to have a 9 to 5, but I also want to work on this thing I'm working on the side. And what's the 5th one? My creative side. Yeah, my creative side is this. It's doing content. I'm trying not to call myself a YouTuber, because I just want to create content. But I also have so many other ideas that I want to do that in the creative realm. using my background, or rather my experience working in media, there's so many ideas I have that even after all this time, nobody's doing them, especially when it comes to black people. And on a more on a more, if you break it down even more, on a Nigerian level, on a Nigerian British level. So I have that idea. And as God would have it, at nursery there's one of the parents there that I'm friendly with, that she's a big TV director, and as in she's done stuff that's been shown on the BBC. And I'd sent her, she was one of the people I sent the broadcast saying that this has happened, I'm currently redundant, or I was made redundant, and oh god, and I'm starting YouTube, blah blah blah. I don't remember sending her that message. I knew I sent to 145 people. And I remember thinking, I don't know 145 people that closely for me to send it. But I guess at that time, I was really sitting in I have no fear. I don't care. I'm just going to do this and, whatever. So when she now replied to say, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry to hear that, I was thinking, oh God, yes, I sent it to her. And so I saw her at nursery. Yes, was it yesterday? No, not yesterday. At some point this week, I think maybe Thursday. And she said to me, oh my goodness, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, oh, I'm going away soon. I'm going away next week, as am I. And let's meet up before we both go away. Because then she gets into some big contract, directing something from when she comes back. And for me, I was like, oh, because I have told this lady my ideas and what I want to do, and my main thing was like, I don't know where to begin. I don't know where to start. And she'd always said, look, I can definitely show you pointers. You can shadow me. And I think was doing some sort of trade by barter, like in exchange I'll make sure her accounts and her books are fine or something like that. Because I'm like, I just need work experience. So, and again, this is what I always say, like, if you don't talk to people, you don't know who can help you. The worst you can hear is no. So, but people are almost always willing to help. Almost always willing to help if you ask. So yeah, so I've got that to book. I've got so much going, I actually need to go write stuff down. Like, so much has happened in the last week that the getting a job thing is not as paramount as it was when this whole thing happened, the redundancy thing. And I've always known that the fact that the redundancy happened on a job in a company with a bunch of colleagues I really, really liked, and then it was taken away, meant that there was bigger coming. And I definitely stayed open to receive it. And refused to go to the other side of fear, which I was at for many years, because it's taken years to not be afraid of everything. And I still remember when that happened. It was sometime in October last year, when I was like, yeah, I'm finally on the other side of fear. So anyway, that is all I have for today. And I'm really glad that I left the house. Whew, so at least I got something to post tomorrow. Until then, have a lovely rest of your weekend. And I'll try and record, it's not even try. The contents from Monday will be my physical whatever. Or should I wait till I come back from holiday? I don't know. I'll decide later. Alright. Thanks for watching. Peace and love.